Welcome back everyone. Today in this video we will talk about Bitcoin, what's happening in Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin had made quite high last night from this level. So just wanna let you know that if you haven't watched my previous video, because in my previous video I did mention this level, that this level is very strong. Either the market will drop then go to this level, or the market can consolidate at this level. So I posted this video for 4th of January on 3rd of January. So if you haven't watched that video, go and watch that video so you will understand that why I was so confident about this level, because this level has a lot of volume, a lot of liquidity, a lot of stop losses, and market has very strong feeling about this level. So just see, when market went to this level on 4th of January, the day I posted the video, and the market was at this level for almost a day. So this is not just random, this is not just something small, this is about knowing the data, this is about knowing why market react in this way, why market reacting the way it has reacted. So what is happening today? Since you can see the VWAP is quite flat, and again, as I always say, we doesn't need too many indicators. Let's just clean the EMAs. And volume, yes, volume is important, because when you see here, when the volume rises, something happens. When the volume rises, something happens. Or when something happens, volume rises. So how you can interpret that, how you can actually see your bias, because knowing bias means moving in the right direction. So the question is, what is the direction today? Well, let's see what is happening. So right now, what we can see, that price made quite high last night. So price rose all the way to 93240. What is happening right now? Right now, if we check our OI, what is our open interest? You can see that open interest has been declined in past 1 hour, because this data says about higher time frame, what happened last night. This says what happened recently. So do check this data, what our funding rate say. Let's say our funding rate is quite stable. I mean, this is not very high, this is not very low. So this is a very stable funding rate. So it can also say continuation if our funding rate goes high. So to understand our derivative data, I think you can watch my previous video where I have explained it very well. But this is how we interpret the data. This is how we understand the market. I would say, for my interpretation of data and the price action and what's happening on the chart, this is not the best time to short, because since Bitcoin is quite bullish, your short position can get stuck. Because just imagine, if you short, market starts just consolidate here, what you're gonna do, your position is stuck. So I'm not advising not to short if you want to have small scalping. If you have really good view of the market, so feel free to short. But what my interpretation says, that if market pulls back to this level, so let's draw another level. And I think if you want to intraday trade, if you want to do scalping, if you want to take small profit every day, it's very important to know where the market gonna react today, because these levels says a lot about saving your money. So this is one of the level we should wait, or I'm gonna wait, because if market drops here and it shows me the positive derivative data that it has a chances of pulling back, this is where I'm gonna long. If not, if market doesn't stop here, then this should be my second pit stop. My second pit stop should be this range of levels. So the bottom line is, I wanna long, I'm gonna long, but not here, not here, but here. Either here, or if market breaks this resistance, because this resistance is really strong. And if market breaks it, then there's a nice way of going all the way here or here. So these are the levels I will look for. Let's just say this is the level I'm gonna target if market has a breakout. And what does this level says? You're gonna have to go for a bit bigger time frame. Let's go for an hour, and bingo. You see, it's a very nice pullback on this level. There's very nice top on. So we don't just decide these levels by lines. These are not just the lines. These levels tells a lot about what happened in the market in past and what can happen in future, what can happen right now. So the best way to save your money is have a valid and logic entry. And once you have a very logical entrance in the market, you will have a very logical stop loss. So guys, that's all I'm gonna say today. And in the next video, we will see how market has reacted on the levels, what is happening, because nobody knows what's happening next in the market. What we can see is how we interpret the data and how we take a logical trade. So if you haven't started looking at the derivative data, I think you should start right now before you enter a new trade. And then you will know why you had losses if you have losses, why you have profit if you have profit. Was it a valid entry or was it a gamble? Follow my channel and I will post for more. I'm gonna start posting also about Ethereum. It's just about time, you know, end of the year, getting back into my job as well, and at the same time trying to keep this channel and my analysis alive so that I can trade and share my strategies and also get to know a lot of people's strategy, share the knowledge. Feel free to comment and let me know how do you like it, and if you have worked on this level from my previous video, also let me know how it worked. Don't be afraid, even if you make losses, feel free to have a chat with me so we can see how we can work better on the strategy. Right guys, thank you so much. That's all for today. Stay tuned for my next video. Ciao.